Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, so today we are going to look at a question on the topic equilibrium of a rigid body. Okay, so this is question number 1, exercise 1. Okay, so before you watch this video, make sure you watch the lecture video first. Okay, you can check the video link in the description down below. Okay, so let's look at this question. Determine the components of reaction. Okay, we've learned about reaction before. That the ball and socket joint at A. So this is A. Okay, ball and socket. The smooth journal bearing at B. So this is B. Okay, here smooth journal bearing. And also the roller support at C. This one. Exert on the rod assembly in this figure here. Okay. So let's try to look at the reaction at each point here, A, point B, and also point C. Okay, so if A here, when we want to think about the reaction, we need to ask ourselves, can we move it in this direction or not? If the answer is no, means that it will have a reaction force. Okay, so look at A here. Can we move, okay, this point here into X direction? Cannot, okay, we cannot move this one because they will fix in this position only. So therefore, we will have this one reaction which is AX. Okay, so make sure you label your reaction here based on the point here. So if it is A, so make sure your reaction is labeled as A. Direction X. Okay, so AX. Okay, so can this thing move in Y direction? Cannot, ball and socket cannot. So we will have this one, A, Y. Okay. Can this thing move in Z direction? Cannot also. Ball and socket, we cannot move it in Z also. Therefore, we will have, this one is A, Z. Okay. What about B? Okay. Can we move this rod here in X direction? Cannot. Okay, the answer is cannot. Okay, we cannot push like this because it is a single journal bearing. So therefore, we will have this one. Okay, the point is what? B. So we label it as BX. Can we move it in Y direction? Can or not? The answer is can. Okay, because this is single journal bearing. So this bearing here, this rod here can move freely in Y direction. Okay, don't look at other place, okay, just focus on this point only. Okay, so we don't have any BY, no BY, so can we move this rod here in Z direction, upwards? Cannot also. So we will have a reaction in Z direction. So this will be BZ. Okay, so let's look at point C. So at point C here, because this is a roller, you can move it freely in this direction. Means that X okay, Y okay. Okay, but we cannot push the rod downwards. Correct? Okay, because this is a roller, we cannot push this rod, okay, at point C here downwards. So means that you cannot put it, excuse me, so we cannot push it downwards, means that we have a reaction upwards. Okay, so we will have reaction upwards, which is CZ, CZ. This one's CZ. Okay, so this is the reaction at each point A, B, and also C. Okay, how to determine this value here? We have a lot of this one, unknown value here. So how to calculate this value here? We can use moment. Okay, which moment? Actually, we can use moment in scalar, which is 2D, and also moment in vector, which is 3D. Both is okay. But for me, personally, I prefer you to just use moment in 3D. Okay, so that you can use this one method only to solve any question. Okay, 2D question, for 2D calculation, actually depends on the question. But for 3D, I can say that most of the question can be solved using moment 3D. Okay, so let's use moment 3D. Okay. So if you refer to this situation here, this rod will be in equilibrium even though we apply 900 Newton of force downward at point D. So because it is in equilibrium means that when we say equilibrium, so we have total of force is equals to 0, and we also have total of moment is equals to 0. Okay, so this is the key point. So this is the one that we will use to create equation so that we can find the value of this unknown reaction here. Okay, so because we want to use moment 3D means that we need to have R and also F in vector. So to make it in vector, so first let's write down the coordinate first. Okay, now we have all the coordinates that we need. Okay, A, B, C, and also D. Okay, these are the coordinates. Then from these coordinates here, we can find the direction. So moment, okay, M is equals to R cross with F. Okay, so we need to have this R here. Then we need to have F. Okay, so R here, which R that we need? So first of all, let's say we want to calculate moment at A, because at A here we have a lot of reaction, AZ, AX, and also AY. So if we calculate moment at A, no need for us to consider AX, AZ, and also AY. Okay, so if we do moment at A, so we need a direction from A to point B. Okay, R, A to B. Okay, because we have force, reaction force here at B, and then R, A to C, because we have reaction force at C, and then R, A to D. Okay, because we have this one, force, external force at point D. Okay, so let's try to find the R first. Okay. Okay, so now we have all the direction, R, A to B, R, A to C, and also R, A to D. Okay, so now we have the vector of R direction. So next we need to have a force in vector. Okay, so let's change the force at point B, C, and D in vector. Okay. Now we have all the forces. Okay, I also include force at point A. Okay, because we want to change everything into vector, so I just do force in A also. Okay, so we have FA here, this one, FB is this one, FC this one, and also FD, which is this one. Okay, so next, as I mentioned earlier, we will use this one. Total of moment is equals to 0 because it is in equilibrium. So, as mentioned earlier, we want to use moment at A. Therefore, total moment at A is equals to 0. So, this one will be R, A to B, cross product with F, B, plus R, A to C, cross product with F, C, plus R, A to D, cross product with F, D. Okay, this one. So, for the summation here means that we need to sum. Okay, sum all the moment that is created by all the forces, which is reaction force at B, reaction force at C, and also the external force at D. Okay, let's write down the matrix form. Okay, now we've done writing down the matrix. Okay, so this is IJK in matrix. Okay, for R cross F here, and then as you can see here, what I did is that, so this one here is for this one, this matrix. Okay, this row here is for this one, column this column and then this one here is this one. And as you can see here, I also arrange everything to be in this one, in this direction. I with I, J with J, K with K. Okay, so that you can see it, we can see it clearly. Okay, the total of I, the total of J, then the total of K. Okay, so I here actually represents this one. This one here represents mx. Okay, and J here represents y. Okay, and K here represents mz. Okay, so because everything is in equilibrium, means that the total of mx is equals to 0. The total of my is equals to 0, and the total of mz also equals to 0. Okay, so this one this one 0, this one also 0, this one also 0. So from here we can create equation to solve the unknown value here. So which one to start first? Okay, if we see clearly here, if we start from x, we will have two unknowns. Okay, we cannot solve it. Okay, if we look at y, we have one unknown, we can solve. If we look at z, we also have one unknown, we can solve. Okay, so let's start from z first, z, y, and then x. Okay, so for z is equals to 0, mz equals to 0. As you can see here, we will have negative 0.8 bz, this one, okay, plus 0 plus 0. Plus 0 plus 0 is equals to 0. Okay, so it is clear that bz is equals to 0. Okay, so what about my? Okay, so the total of my is equals to 0. We have what? We have 0. No need to write lah. Then we have negative 0.6 cz. Okay, so negative 0.6 cz. Okay, next we have positive 0.4 times 900. So we have plus 0.4 times 900. Okay, so this is equals to 0. Therefore, if you calculate, the value of cz is 600 Newton. Okay, so what about this one? Okay, mx equals to 0. So for mx equals to 0, so we have 0.8 bz plus 1.2 cz plus with negative 900 times 0.4, okay, equals to 0. Okay, so now we know that the value of this cz here is equals to 600 Newton. Therefore, if we calculate, we can get the value of bz is equals to negative 450 Newton. As simple as that. Okay. So now, when we use this one, R cross F here, we can get the value of this one, the unknown reaction here. BZ, CZ. Sorry, this one is BZ. This one is what? Oh, my mistake. This one is BX, not BZ. Ayo. My mistake. This one is BX lah. Okay. And also, so means that this one also wrong. Okay, sorry, my mistake. So BX equals to 0. CZ is 600 and BZ is negative 450 Newton. Okay, but we cannot stop here because we still have 3 unknowns, AX, AY and also AZ. Okay, so how to find it? Yes, you can use moment again, okay, at another point, which is like point B or point C to calculate. Okay, but we can also use this one. Total of force is equals to 0. Okay, we can use this one also because it is in equilibrium. Therefore, as you can see here, we already have all the forces in vector from A, B, C and also D. So means that we can do also this one. Total of moment, total of force here equals to 0. This one equals to 0. This one equals to 0. That's why it is very, very nice if we can sort things out like this, so that we can see it clearly. Okay, so this one here will be total of Fx equals to 0. This one here will be total of Fy equals to 0. And this one here will be total of Fz equals to 0. Okay? Easy, So, let's do Fy first because we only have one unknown. So, if we do total of Fy equals to 0 here, then we can get Ay is equals to 0 because we have no other value in y direction. Okay, Ay only. So Ay is equals to 0. Okay, next Fx. So total of Fx is equals to 0. So we have Ax plus Bx. No more. So this one equals to 0. Therefore, Ax here is what? Bx is what? Bx is 0. Therefore, Ax is also 0. This one, 0. Okay, 0 Newton. This one also 0 Newton. Okay. Next, total of Fz equals to 0. So, total of Fz equals to 0. So, we have Az plus Bz plus Cz minus 900 equals to 0. And we have all the values of Bz and also Cz already. Okay, this one and also this one. So, let's insert the value. So, we have Az minus 450 Bz plus 600, which is Cz, minus 900 equals to 0. So therefore, the value of Az is equals to 750 Newton. That's it. Finish, 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 finish. And this one also finish. Okay. So this is how we can use moment 3D to determine the value of the reaction. Okay, so please make sure you know what is the reaction in this situation where we have ball and socket, single journal bearing, roller or anything. Okay, no need for you to remember. You just need to ask yourself whether it can move or not. If we cannot move, in a specific direction means that we will have a reaction force. If we can move, so means that we don't have reaction force. That's it, as simple as that. Okay, so see you again in the next video. Bye bye.